Was Bill Clinton an effective president? On January 20th, 1993, William Jefferson Clinton was officially sworn into office as the 42nd President of the United States. Whether Bill Clinton was an effective president is highly debated in the world of politics. But, in retrospect, Bill Clinton had a very productive presidency. However, controversies and scandals would overall taint his legacy as president. So, how did Bill Clinton go from the young, confident comeback kid to one of the most controversial presidents to date? Bill Clinton was born August 19, 1946 in Hope, Arkansas. Clinton was raised by his mother, Virginia Blyth, and his grandmother, Edith Cassidy. The two raised Clinton with strong discipline. Clinton took an early liking to education. He attended an all-white segregated high school, and he found a special interest in politics. His idol and later inspiration would be John F. Kennedy, and at age 17, Bill Clinton and Kennedy shook hands at the White House. After graduating in 1973, Clinton returned to Arkansas and immediately ran for a seat in the House of Representatives. He lost to John Paul Hammerschmidt in 1974. However, the close election started to give Bill Clinton attention as the new kid in the block in the world of politics. Then in 1978, he would become the youngest governor in American history. He was voted out after his first term due to discrepancies in his views of taxes. In 1982, he decided to run for governor again and won, but this time he would find success as he would go on to be governor till 1992. His determination deemed him the nickname the Comeback Kid. Clinton decided to run for president in the 1992 election as a huge underdog against the likes of George H.W. Bush. He ultimately swung the votes and won by focusing his campaign on economical change. Bill Clinton would go on to give his first inaugural address. He stated that he wanted to start an age of renewal in America by ensuring government efficiency to reinvent the nation's economical system. This is when he famously said,
"Our democracy must be not only the envy of the world, but the engine of our own renewal."
He promised more opportunities for jobs and better education for the people. After the speech, the people of the United States had a newfound sense of optimism and hope for the future of the country. Through his presidency, Bill Clinton would actually stay true to his word. For the next couple of years, America would experience true economical prosperity, partially due to the passing of the North American Free Trade Agreement, alongside cutting down America's budget deficit substantially through the 1996 Welfare Reform Act. In 1992, Bosnia and Herzegovina declared independence from Yugoslavia. The Orthodox Christian Bosnians did not agree with the declaring of independence and called for an ethnic cleansing of Bosnian Muslims. In 1995, 8,000 Bosnian Muslims were killed in what is now called the Srebrenica massacre. Shortly after this, Bill Clinton declared a NATO airstrike on Bosnian Serb forces, which ultimately ended the Bosnian War, liberating thousands of Bosnian Muslims. This reinstated how effective Bill Clinton was as a president, specifically in his ability to take care of foreign affairs. With this, during Clinton's run, America held the second longest peacetime in nation history. But Clinton's runtime was not all sunshine and rainbows. On December 19, 1998, Bill Clinton was impeached by the House of Representatives. The impeachment was caused by a secret affair with the White House intern, Monica Lewinsky. The case was 2 articles of impeachment following perjury and obstruction of justice. Throughout Bill Clinton's presidency, Congress had heavily protested against many of his legislature's proposals. Clinton would rack up 34 vetoes, while Congress tried to override 13. They were only successful with 2. The predominantly Republican House disagreed with Clinton's healthcare views on universal coverage, and would go on to decline his proposal to a major healthcare reform in 1993.
Bill Clinton had a high of a 73% approval rate. This approval rate was in a poll from CBS News and New York Times on January 27, 1998. His lowest approval rate of 36% was in a poll from CNN on May 26, 1993. In 1992, there was more crimes reported than ever before. There was about 2 million murders, robberies, aggravated assaults, and rapes. Gun violence was also at the highest it's been in 20 years, with more than 500,000 crimes related to gun violence. Under Bill Clinton's presidency, the crime rates dropped 7% in 1998, and a total of 27% since 1993. Under the Clinton and Grove administration, gun violence dropped by 40% and homicides caused by juveniles decreased by almost 50%. In 1992, the unemployment rate was at 7.2%, and in 1998, the unemployment rate dropped to 4.5%.
In Bill Clinton's 1996 DNC address, he focused on the topic of the bridge to the 21st century. Bill Clinton gave this speech when he accepted the nomination for a second term for presidency. Clinton mentions what the administration had achieved in the first term, like declining crime, improving education, deficit reduction, and how he was pushing for a campaign full of ideas rather than insults. The bridge to the 21st century is a way of Clinton saying that he wants to build a more secure and stable future for the country over time. To build a more stable and secure future for the country, Clinton's plan was to focus on economic growth like education, healthcare, and budgeting, instead of focusing on revitalizing the economy with a deficit reduction and more strict crime laws.
During Bill Clinton's presidency, he launched a major effort to increase immunization in children. Since 1993, the rate of children being immunized reached an all-time high, and about 90% of American toddlers were immunized and received critical vaccines. In 1993, Bill Clinton also signed the Brady Act, which has stopped over 600,000 fugitives, felons, domestic abusers, and other people from being able to purchase a firearm. This has also resulted in a decrease of 40% in gun-related crimes since 1992. While looking at Bill Clinton's presidency, we can see that he had a very productive run as president. He solved foreign affairs swiftly in Bosnia while keeping domestic peace with the second longest peacetime. Clinton kept his inaugural address promise by aiding America in finding economic growth by passing multiple policies and bills. Considering all of Clinton's achievements, he is often generalized by his conflicts through his presidency, but in retrospect, Bill Clinton was an effective president.